Well, here we go again. First of all, I'd like to apologize for not being here 2 days ago as scheduled. I wasn't feeling so well, especially in the way that I shouldn't talk so much, so stream was probably not going to be a thing. But we got it now. Well, whatever I do, I can't leave this castle as it is. I mean, he's strong, but he's not that strong. So what is this situation that I'm looking at here? Well, I took a look at rune knights on opposing kingdoms, and I didn't see that guy before. In fact, that's not the only thing. There's this guy. So the Gustava Empire has been recruiting. They just got 2 new level 20 rune knights. Just like that. And they already had some strong rune knights. So things are not looking so great. Like these two. Also, the ruler seems to have promoted. In fact, all of the rulers seem to have promoted, except mine. Maybe it's an enemy-only thing. I don't know. I wouldn't put it past a game like this, though. They do cheesy things like that. Computers cheating all the time. So since the entire world seems to have upgraded like that, I need to rethink how I'm handling things. In fact, just the changes in general of the game between this and Grand Edition have led me to reconsider how I'm doing things. Probably the most serious thing is that I encountered a situation that I've never seen before. At least not in a Brigandine game. Now there are plenty of strong rune knights in the earlier games, but even so, I've never had very serious problems dealing damage to even the tankier rune knights, high level or no. And part of it is that I think monsters are weaker relative to rune knights than they used to be. And partly because, of course, of the game engine, but whatever the cause, I can't I can't afford to have my border teams just stay at the border anymore. I think the best policy is to just have, even if I have a border where I can't expand because there aren't enough Rune Knights, I should attack anyway and get experience and then just give the castle up the next turn and then do it again while I'm conquering on the other side of the continent. Because I desperately need higher level Rune Knights to stand up to the stuff I'm seeing right here. If I had realized that this strategy would be viable earlier, I think I'd be doing a lot better now. Yeah, a lot of my Rune Knights would be, if not at tier 3, getting close to it, like perhaps Pluto, for example. Yeah, in fact, if I wasn't streaming, I might even consider resetting the game after figuring this out. But right now we got what we got. And I forgot to figure out this particular unit puzzle. That's okay. Also, it definitely means that when attacking another nation seriously, I need to bring Adu and Ginny along. That's going to take a couple turns, though, because I need to pick up his units, which are still over here. I also need to hope that this castle is not run over, but if I attack from it, I should be fine. I think. Because, as I said before, they've got to spread their stuff out, and they're probably going to go after one of the castles I'm about to leave behind here. Right, so let's get started on that. I don't know, maybe my character will promote at level 20, although I'm not really sure that's how it works. I guess I'll find out soon enough. And I definitely want to promote this imp because more spell attacks are better. I might have to trade off this unicorn to someone. Yeah, I don't really know whether to apologize or not. What I'm doing right now is typically something I do off camera, and I did have plenty of time to work that out. This might be a little bit too much spell attack power, but given my characters, I can't really complain too much. And he'll probably need that unicorn. Right, so what's my plan for attacking? Well, the team with Adu will be just fine. It's these guys that need the extra muscle. So Ginny will go in, take Viggo's place. Don't know where Viggo's gonna go, though. So the thing about attacking along this line is that, of course, it won't put an extra strain on my Rune Knight numbers. And in fact, once I capture this castle, that'll be an effective choke point, which will free up more space. And I think I'm gonna use that and sort of start attacking around the middle here. But that's a ways off. The other question is what I'm going to do with all of the kind of mediocre looking Rune Knights I got here. The thing is, I already have kind of too many thieves, and if only I got this guy earlier. He's probably been leveled up in quests or something. Then I could switch him to something else. In fact, I'm going to do that right now. The trick is, what do I want? Evasion up D is not going to do much. And he can't go to one of the mages, and I would really, I could use more mages, very seriously. But that looks like it looks like that's not what I'm getting. I don't know, maybe crossing Thief with Barbarian would kind of reduce some of the typical Barbarian problems. It's worth a try. Okay, sure, I'll try that. Got nothing better to do. I have no idea what his primary class is going to be if I level him that high. I also need to go get these guys some monsters. And that's gonna take some turns. I have some here. Ginny's gonna take some though. He's gonna take plenty probably. It'd be great if he could get the Nightmare and let's say, well, we'll see what he has room for when he gets there. And these guys, they're looking a little bit weak because I did lose an important monster or two here. You know what, this is not a bad time to figure out... Oh, actually, I know it's a ghoul, they're kind of cannon fodder, but a Mana Miracle ghoul is actually... that actually has some potential to it. That one does not have potential to it. That's just so awful, I'm gonna throw it away right now. But yeah, going after an early Mana Miracle Ghoul or two to raise to hopefully level 20, that's an idea that I should have thought of earlier. Well, Oxidia, I think that If I wasn't quite so spread out, I might agree with you on 2 or 3 good teams being enough. But I kind of pushed out in such a way that I've been getting some fairly nasty pincer attacks where 2 castles send out their best rune knights, and I kind of need strong stuff to defend that. But you know what? I'll actually keep that in mind. I also agree that I've been spreading out my experience too much. If I had maybe 1 or 2 more level 20 rune knights instead of a whole bunch of level 17 or 18 ones, I'd be in better shape right now. But regardless, what I said a little bit earlier about actually I should have even my border defense teams attacking to get experience as often as I can, that actually also applies to Grand Edition. I just didn't think of it because and this is going to sound like bragging, and I apologize, but I was never really put in a bad enough situation that I would have to think about something like that, where I needed the experience that badly. So Ginny's gonna go here and collect monsters, and I need to set the quests as well, and I need to figure out what kind of monsters I'm gonna give everyone else here. Man, there's a lot to work out. Oh yeah, I was summoning reinforcements for the team that took some losses. I think this is actually enough frontline stuff, especially considering this is a fairly heavy team anyway. So maybe something a little bit lighter next. And I could use some offensive spell power too, so maybe if I can level up a Siren, that would be good. Yeah, that should be enough room for her to promote up. If I get that far, of course. And I still have some promotion room over here as well, so that should be fine. The next trick is getting all these monsters to yeah. That's a fairly ambitious sweep right there that you're suggesting. I need to think about how that would work, because there's quite a few castles around here that I'd have to knock down. And I might have to leave a couple behind. My plan was to push along here until Cornwern, which would mean that I could cover all of this with one castle, and that would free up a lot of manpower. I'm actually I was going to leave these 2 castles behind for now, and that should reduce the pinch a little bit. Once I've, well, if I manage to conquer along up to here, then I'll be able to push up north after that. That's what I'm looking at. Now, this squad power is still not what I would like it to be, but when I'm relying on level 1 monsters and almost all of them unpromoted, I guess that's when I'm gonna... And fairly... well, I look at these and I think low level, even though in the older games I'd consider them mid-level, because the gap is just so huge. Yeah, this is a little bit of a roundabout way to do things, but I'm gonna move over here and then start attacking to build experience next turn for those guys. Well, I'll have to push the Gimul front anyway. I mean, that's better than having these two armies just sit there. But I'm trying to figure out how I would structure this so that I would actually be able to protect all my castles as I advance. One thing I don't like is that this would assume that I win all of my battles, which is not even close to a guarantee. One good direction that could go would be to attack Zagust with this stuff, because, well, except I'd have to conquer this castle as well. I don't know. This castle doesn't have to be guarded if I keep this one. The thing is, I'd have to attack these two things simultaneously and on this turn as well. And that is... well, easier said than done. I do have every intention of leveling up Umimaru, by the way. Don't worry about that. And I don't think I'll be able to do a whole lot of promoting over here. I kind of hope that the designers handle this split better than it initially looks. Because if I'm looking at the level up chart here, in the long run a Simurgh would get better physical stats than a Phoenix. But right after promoting, the Phoenix stats are better. Just completely, overall. I don't quite get it. Well, except for a little bit of agility. There is that. Also, this cannot be Romance of the Three Kingdoms because no one has called me a rebel yet. I guess I'll go for one of each and see how the growth goes, assuming I can keep them alive. Well, I should be able to keep the Phoenix alive, at least. Well, that was a desperately needed level up. Well, the Phoenix gets Flame, let's see, Healing Roar and Flame, and Healing Roar seems like it'll be a great skill if I have godly positioning, which granted is not a guarantee. These guys get Dominate Mountain S and a better version of the Roar. But I'm not a huge fan of the Roar, because that would pretty much mean getting this... I mean, these things depend on their agility to survive, so getting them surrounded with no friendly units and 2 hexes nearby, or maybe a friendly golem or something, but still, that doesn't seem like a great idea to me. Yeah, that's why I'm thinking that Phoenixes, at least at first glance, seem better overall, but I haven't leveled one to like 30 yet, so we'll have to see. Anyway, I can't afford to promote both of them right this second. Well, I might be able to drive this team off. It's very iffy though, because this team still has the weaknesses that made their last battle almost a disaster. Of course, the difference being if I kill all of their monsters, they'll probably run away, so at least there's that. The thing is, how can I attack both of these places at once? Because I really need to do that. Well, now that I think about it, they probably won't attack along here, because that sort of thing, it doesn't quite get resolved that way. But then, I don't know. What a headache. But hey, I'm the one who took the big risk last time, so I kind of deserve this. And as much as I'd like to have this guy do some more training, I might actually have to move him in to possibly defend something. I do not like that idea. You know what? That's a good question. This game does have quite a few sub-menus that I'm not familiar with. Alright, yeah, so I'm dealing with a lot right now, which is... My original plan was to attack beyond what I could defend just to eliminate Mana Silesia. Because there's no way I can defend 6 castles right now. And I expected this to be a battle-heavy stream, but it looks like it might be a strategy-heavy stream instead. Thinking about it, I don't think I can push forward in the north yet, and the big reason is that my newcomers have no monsters right now. And it's gonna take some turns to get them something, and I might even have to do some training first. I'm disappointed too, but... my original plan was to hit and then run, so that's what I'm doing. I don't especially care that I'm giving the enemy free experience for it. Because they're gonna fight each other a bunch anyway. Well, that wasn't in the tutorial. That is pretty handy, I gotta say. So thank you for that. Anyway, Ginny needs to come back and get some monsters because I did not really understand why I could afford to have him not do stuff. So that's going to delay me a little while as well. Realistically, I can't afford to do much attacking right now. But I might as well do some summoning right here while everyone is available. I just need something that's not a mana debacle here. Strength is an important stat, but so is agility. I guess I'll go with it. I need one or two of these. You know, I'll take a small hit to strength. That's okay by me. And I definitely need a centaur or two. Wow, that's really bad. That's... Oh, yeah, I'm not going to keep that. I know it's probably not a huge difference, and I'm not sure how nitpicky I can afford to be right now, but that just did not feel good. Alright, fine. And for the rest... It's probably not that difficult to get a Mana Miracle Centaur either. That's another thing that I would have started doing early in the game if I had a better understanding, which is... trying to go for some of those more probable Mana Miracles any time that I could. And after that I need to send them to, I don't know, a capital with some good selection. I think having an angel in there might not be a bad idea, and since that's heavy, maybe a couple of ghouls and a rock or something would round out the squad. Man, the more I look at this, the more I think I probably should have done that stuff off camera. Oops. Oh well, nothing I can do about it right now. And... you still need some of that. Yeah, this is my first playthrough of Legends of Runersia, and I'm purposefully doing it as blind as I can while streaming. I mean, it's a given that people are going to give advice, and it's certainly appreciated. I'm just not going out of my way to read all those in-depth guides, because I like to learn at least a little bit kind of on my own. My next playthrough, though, I'm going to read everything I can beforehand, and that playthrough is going to be a long ways off if this game has been any indication. So, is anyone still staying here? Because if not... okay, that's as intended. That is also as intended. And you are going to attack for experience this turn. Oh, I see what you mean. Yeah, this is way too much. This is like Mana Silesia, but worse, almost. Well, maybe not quite as bad, but still not great. And I have plenty of power here to attack to the left, so that should be fine. Yeah, but now the Gustava Empire is looking really scary. They got this guy. I don't know what his story is, but and they also got that hero of old guy, so they have I'm just wondering what else is gonna suddenly show up as I play through the game, because I'm probably gonna start facing full teams of level 20 plus Rune Knights at this rate. That's kind of a tall order, if you ask me. The thing is, I need something that can damage this guy, and I don't have that right now. That's a big problem that I've ran into before. I don't have much that can pierce 145 defense and above. I'm definitely gonna have to give up some castles elsewhere if I try to attack along this way. I also have to deal with Norzalio, and they've been fielding some fairly heavy stuff. Yeah, they've been pushing into the Gustava Empire on their own. Well, regarding Archangels, I do have one. I think this is the only angel I have, actually. I just happened to luck out and steal it. But I didn't summon them early on because you can't, not as this kingdom. Morelva doesn't have any starting castles that allow you to summon angels. I'm gonna summon one next turn. Oh right, I forgot about these. And can I get both? Yep. Huh, if I remember that, maybe I could have gotten away without summoning quite as many. Oops. Well, alright, if I'm okay with giving up this castle to the shinobi, then I technically could attack up here and hope that they run away after I kill their monsters. Even that's kind of a gamble, but whatever. Yeah, I can't rely on my Archdemon to kill the Dark Knight because them black defense orbs, I think. Or that's if elemental defense works in any way similar to Forsenna and Grand Edition. It might not. It seems a little weird right now. But anyway, attacking to the north is worth a shot, I guess. But then I won't be able to defend Glenn from the Shinobi from over here. So I'm not sure how to handle that. In fact, now that I think about it, I don't like that at all. And I definitely can't attack Galest this turn because no one is there. So, unfortunately, I kind of forced myself into this strategy last turn with the intention of attacking these castles and then abandoning them, knowing that I wouldn't be able to defend all this. And I think I have to stick to it, unfortunately. Attacking to the north will have to wait at least long enough for me to get some more monsters on my new knights. And to get some monsters on a couple of other people as well. If anything, I'd say that Morelva's starting position is even worse than Escalio. Which I find pretty funny, actually. Anyway, I think I'm done with... No, wait, no, I'm... Actually, yeah, I am done. These guys could get attacked, and... Yeah, there's a good chance that if this team gets attacked by this team, I'm gonna have to just straight up retreat because there's no way I can keep my monsters alive. But that's how it goes sometimes. Unless they decide to even out the power of these two castles, which they very well could. Especially since this team of mine is looking a little bit scary. And I think, just let me double check my quests. By the way, yeah. Oh, don't worry. I fully plan to level up those Rune Knights. I just can't send them into battle just yet. Especially these two. These two, I think, need Ginny along with them to be able to survive a battle. Because all of the rulers seem to have promoted, and they also have a lot of other fairly high-level stuff. And they need a backbone in there. I don't know. Maybe eliminating Mana Silesia wasn't great because it caused all of the other rulers to promote, or maybe something else did. I don't know. And are you questing? Because that could be important. Yeah, you need one more level, and I don't know how close you are to it. It's probably gonna be 2 more turns of training for you. Oh, that bad, huh? Right, I keep thinking 15, but that's not the case. Such a shame. And don't worry, I'm gonna switch her monster lineup around after she gets one more level and moves up to the, I'll just say, combat viable tier. Oh, it's bases, huh? I find that a little bit disappointing because in Forcena, the rulers that could promote did it under specific circumstances, and I think it would be cool if every ruler had some sort of different event or requirement to promote. I think that would be pretty cool. But, whatever, that's how it goes. I'm saving even though I didn't actually do a whole lot. I just talked a lot and made some decisions. But I don't know. Force a habit, I guess. Oh? Oh, I guess this is a flashback or something. Or maybe just news travels slow because, I don't know, it's wartime and actually walking across a continent takes a while. So how's this look? Not so good. I might have to retreat. But you know what? I might as well get this attack in while I can. And which... I don't like either of these. Because even though she's level 10, she can apparently just use however many... How many holy words can she throw out? So 2 plus whatever else. And, let's see, she's actually tanky as well. And on this side... Actually, this doesn't look so bad. Yeah, this seems pretty reasonable to attack. Even though the CP is lower, that doesn't account for everything. So let's get these guys some experience. And if these guys don't attack along here, I don't know what to say. Yeah, either one, I'm okay with it. Well... I've noticed that, I don't know, the computer tends not to move their troops around a whole lot on the borders. It seems a little odd to me. I thought for sure that they would have done something. Let's see, I guess I want Lorenzo to be to the north, since he can, well, at least a couple of his monsters can navigate forest better. Although it's still not amazing. That is a lot of forest, though. Alright, so what do I want my line to look like? Oh, you're equipped with something. Okay. I think Adu is the most valuable knight in the faction. You don't see a whole lot of high agility berserkers. Or, well, maybe high is putting it a little bit strong, but reasonable agility. His intelligence is also really good. Although I think that's less of a factor in magic damage than it used to be. Don't quote me on that, though. There's actually not a whole lot of room here. Yeah, I really wish I could have leveled Adu from level 1, because with stats like that, he could make an amazing hybrid character. But you know what? I'm okay with what I got. And I made Bale a hybrid bishop fighter because he's got good starting intelligence and, well, good stats overall, so I figure a Dark Knight with access to stuff like Holy Word might not be bad. Although I probably did move him a little bit too far forward in this case. Oh well, the lines haven't met yet, so it's okay. I don't think Rose is going to just rush forward, because that's not what I've seen in their behavior before. I think it's okay to move 2 tiles forward, and other than that, just kind of wait for everyone else to catch up. And if they do start to rush, well, he can definitely take care of himself. Alright, I don't think anything's going to attack him over here. I guess I won't know for sure until I get level 20 monsters, but... Yeah, the forest ain't your friend, buddy. But I don't think I like the change of Rune Knights being stronger than monsters anymore. Yeah, I think I'm gonna have to move Adu forward because, strangely enough, the computer does not particularly like attacking a unit with improved counter damage and very high attack. So, what do? So, time to check enemy movement range, I guess. Yeah, however it goes. However it goes, he should be okay here. I can kind of understand why they did it that way, because it seems a little weird to have units that level up quickly and also become stronger than the units that level slowly. But I'm of the opinion that having them permanently die is enough of a trade-off, even though realistically a player will just reset the game if an important monster dies anyway. Oh, you are in trouble, sir. You got a big element disadvantage here. Wow. Yeah, that's brutal. Holy crap. And at the same time, I kinda don't like this difference in power. Like, if it can be that far in my favor, it can definitely be that far against me. Huh. I wonder if I can get my Archdemon to kill that enemy. That'd be good. That'd be very good. Well, wound, whatever. Not good accuracy. Nope. Nope, nope. Probably the same way for my Coatl, unfortunately. But you know, if I'm really greedy, I could possibly get us around. Do I want to be that greedy, though? That seems questionable. And he could definitely get surrounded himself if I fail. One, two, three, four. Oh, Venom. Duh. Venom will work just fine. No, that's 1, 2, 3. Why did I think that was four tiles? Well, it'd be expensive, but I could have Lorenzo Holy Word. He does go first. In fact, the more that I think about it, the more I think that would be a good idea. Let me just double check. Well, it's worth a try, at least. I wouldn't lose that much if I missed. Yep. Say it with me. If you're controlling a swordsman, don't forget to use Swift Stance. And definitely don't put him in a terrain that reduces evasion, because he really needs that. Now this is an interesting question. How am I going to deal with this situation right here? I think casting Weakness would be a good idea. Unfortunately, it's not far forward enough to weaken the Rune Knight yet. But getting a kill on a Mandrake would also be not bad. I think with this situation they would have some trouble surrounding the Coatl. I don't really see much that can actually make its way around with all that forest. Although, to be fair, I don't think they're... Well, okay, eliminating the terrain evasion bonus would be a good idea. Yeah, I think this is good. Oop. No, don't move. Don't move. Now I just have to hope that I don't get an unlucky paralyze, although I could remove that if I had to. Ooh, weaken is fairly drastic too. Very handy. And you don't need to do anything right now, so let's just put you in a better position. Oh good. I was afraid that he'd run away already. That would be unfortunate. Because I want to get more experience. Nani? I just get a smile every time I hear that. It's so ridiculous and it's just great. Oh, you're going to get surrounded so hard. Alright, let me just think about some ways to approach this. I think Ginny should move down a tile and start beating up Rose. That seems like a good idea. Alternatively, actually, I think I should go for the red elemental. That would be a more lasting thing. Well, actually, he has a lot of good targets. Whatever, I'll figure something out. Yeah, I think a hit and a curse on this red elemental is a good idea. And on this side, I think I should start attacking the dragon. And I don't expect my Phoenix to use Healing Roar in a position like this. So I might as well use the MP on an attack that will not be countered. So good. And I'm gonna need an acid breath if I stay here. How bad is this? I'm gonna hazard a guess that this does not need a heal yet. But it's dicey, that's for sure. You know what? I'm actually okay with taking an acid breath because I don't think they'll be able to move past and attack the Siren if I move Ginny's team correctly. Actually, I should have put Loop Heal on beforehand. Or, does that actually work? Does it trigger twice? I'm actually not sure that it does. Does it stack with that HP recover ability? Well, I'm playing this playthrough to learn. Yeah, maybe. Well, Bishop can't learn Divine Ray, but Knight or Paladin can, I think. And I plan to take him along the Dark Knight course after he gets his mastery in Bishop. That being said, I agree with you that Bishop is definitely weaker than the female equivalent. Anyway, now to find out if Loop Heal stacks with Natural Recovery. I am very interested in this. That's one. It does! Today I learned. Well, first thing to do is to see if I can kill this elemental. So that'll take it down to 155. And that definitely deals more than 155 damage, so yeah, let's go for that. Let's just pray that we don't get a high accuracy miss. Yep, there we go. Well, that saved us from some line damage in the future. And speaking of which, let's set some up for next turn. Actually, that's an interesting question. Should I leave it here and let the Mandrake stay in its favored tile? Yeah, let's go with that. Let's go with that. Yeah, I know, I was kind of playing with fire there, but so it goes. Now let's deal with that nasty paralysis. If only I could somehow go around and... Well, actually, what am I thinking? You have a ranged skill. Yes, you do. That means I can, if I play this correctly, I can promote my Mandrake. That'd be nice. Ooh, that weakness spell, though. That is very potent, and I think I'm gonna consider that another possible solution to those enemy Rune Knights. Yeah, removing that defense power makes a big difference, I think. And since that spell cannot miss, I cannot think of a better solution off the top of my head. And now let's set one up for that Temple Knight next turn. Oh, you are being a little bold there, aren't you? Well, he was attacking a soft target, so I don't think it's a bad move. Yeah, in retrospect, maybe I was playing a little too risky with my Archdemon. Losing that unit, that would be not so great. Oh well. So how about we do some dragon slaying? That seems like a good idea. Yeah, that's perfect. That means I can Holy Word, and Bale will get the experience. Hooray! Oh, never mind. I messed up. That's okay, though. Someone else can do it. You're definitely not gonna miss. And hey, getting more experience on a Phoenix, that is okay. I kind of agree with you though. Divine Ray is definitely better than Holy Word. I mean, the total damage of Holy Word, if you can get a good cast of it, is great, but elimination is the big thing. I don't think I'm going to try and tackle that Mandrake, though. At least not yet. I was wondering when that would start triggering. I got really lucky with the enemy not parrying previously, but that's not going to hold up forever. Let's get you out of Pain Slice range, though. I mean, we shouldn't be too silly about this. My, but this is the regen battle, isn't it? So who am I going to focus down here? That seems like an important question to me. Oh, I can surround this guy, can I? Well, I like that idea. I don't think that's surrounding himself, no. Nope. Of course, he could still block it, but that's okay. And boy, he did the opposite of blocking it, didn't he? Still, that is a crit that I definitely don't want to take. Well, so it goes. So how hard can I afford to hit this guy? Well, it's a gamble, but that's okay. The Berserker is a gambling class. Well, as much as I would have liked to feed more stuff to Bale, I think it's okay to make this an Archdemon battle. Because, hey, you don't need a promotion item for them. I mean, I considered killing more monsters, but I've already killed some significant monsters, and also this demon was in a little bit of danger. I mean, I certainly don't object to the idea. It's just I don't think the situation was great for it. I will say though, it would have been nice to get a kill on this Goblin Knight. I don't think your instinct is wrong about. Will a Holy Word reach? I don't think I can deal 200 more damage. I can't really say that I'm gonna complain too much about how this went. Alright, so note to self. Next time, save MP for Holy Word, because I definitely need to get some kills on Bale. I can usually work out the math to get Holy Word kills. That's why Lorenzo is a few levels up from where he was. Now, she's definitely going to retreat, but just in case she doesn't, I'm going to do this. And just out of prudence, I think that healing the demon would be a good idea. Huh. I hadn't even thought about killing the goblin with the nightmare. Whoa, you definitely have some decent tactical sense. I think one of the big problems I have with video games in general is my tunnel vision. That is definitely something I have to work on, especially in a strategic and tactics game like this one. I don't really care about capturing that, but okay, fine. Yeah, Adu is great. Unlike Adu, Jinny really has to rely on his whirlwind attacks because otherwise he's gonna miss everything. And that limits his tactical flexibility a lot. And now that I think about it, I believe, Acidia, you are in general correct that when I have the general advantage in power, I should probably leave their Rune Knights alone and just go after monsters at every opportunity. More total experience and more long-term damage to the kingdom. Like, if things are looking desperate, you go after the Rune Knights, and things have been looking kind of desperate for a while, so I kind of made that into a habit. Well, this is going to be tactically interesting. And this... Oh, okay. Pluto has so many of the special conversations. He's like stealing the kingdom's spotlight from Stella. I think that's hilarious. Beat the enemy by defeating them? You sure about that, Coffee Potato? And as usual, you should be careful what you say around Pluto because he is a man who learns things. I think that after I get some monsters for my new knights, I'm gonna take your advice to go after Gustava as soon as I can. A couple of reasons for that. One is that you're right, that might eliminate the number of castles I need to guard, and also I'd prefer to deal with that Black Knight as few times as possible. Well. So how does this look? Let's figure out what targets I want to go after. A level 9 angel seems like a prime target. I mean, yes, Divine Ray is bad, but unlike a bishop, a monster that can cast Holy Word seems like kind of a big deal. Although, who knows, maybe Divine Ray would be worse for me. But the thing is, the AI tends to use Holy Word a lot better than they use Divine Ray. So that angel is a prime target, and a squishy target, so it makes sense to go after that one if I possibly can. Also, everything that's level 10 or 11 is in general a good target. So yeah, this seems like a good place to possibly get rid of monsters. Although, unfortunately, it looks like they're going to meet me in the meadows on the other side of the bridge, at least over here. Which is a real shame, because I have plenty of stuff that could work on waterlogged enemies. The main thing I'm worried about with that Dark Knight is that I might have to fight him when he's guarding the last castle Gustava has. That would be very messy. And I know this because it was very messy last time I eliminated a kingdom. I have to admit something. I did not expect the strategy section of this stream to take as long as it did, because there was something I kind of wanted to do at 9:30 EST, which is what time is approaching right now. And I think Once I get more comfortable with this game, I can play the battles faster, like when I get a better idea of what the enemies are going to do and how I can handle things, but right now I play it slow. So I'm afraid that this particular battle will have to wait until next time. On the other hand, spending time on the strategic part of a strategy game is, well, it's not something that should be unexpected, I guess, and I appreciate kind of talking with you, Oxidia, to try and work things out. I hope you'll be able to show up for the next stream. The thing is, I don't actually want the other countries to release their monsters because I kind of rely on those for gaining experience. Although, when the goal is to eliminate kingdoms, that is certainly desirable. I think, honestly, the best magic unit that's anti-tank in this game is probably the Nightmare. I didn't even think about that until this stream. But it's a debuff that is severe, it lasts several turns, it never misses, and it can't easily be healed off. So today I learned. Yeah, I think I agree with you. I can when they have just the 3 knights and basically no monsters, I should be able to pull it off. I just need to bring strong knights to eliminate them, because I did not bring very strong knights to eliminate Mana Silesia, and I almost lost that one by running out of time. That was not one of my better moments. I thought it was very important to attack at that particular turn to eliminate them because of reasons, I guess. Anyway, gonna save the game now. This will be the first thing that I do. And yeah, they are definitely all hard to take down, so I'll probably have to bring all of the really strong knights that I've got to deal with them. Anyway, thank you very much for joining the stream. This will be the first thing I deal with next stream, and hopefully I'll have time for another battle after that. As always, I stream every 2 days, so the next one will be on the 28th, starting at 8 EST. See you next time.